In this short video, we're going to have a look at sepsis alerting in eCare. You will see how to screen for sepsis, how to respond to sepsis alerts, and having done so, how to de-escalate sepsis alerts. It's important to remember you can screen any patient in whom your suspicious sepsis may be present at any time by being inside the patient record and from ad hoc selecting the sepsis screening form. Simply press record. The form will open. You can register your suspicions and screen for both red and amber flags. To help you complete the form, the latest vital signs are pulled in for you to view. Alternatively, you may see alerts in eCare. The most common prompt for these will be a news score of 5 or higher. These alerts will happen both on opening the chart and on closing the chart. As soon as practical, you should complete sepsis screening. This can be done by selecting Complete Now from one of the alerts, and the same form will open. Once you've completed the form, if appropriate, you have recorded who you've escalated your concerns to. Anyone with a relationship with the patient currently in eCare will get an instant discern notification, in this case indicating the patient has red flag signs of sepsis, with a reminder to start the sepsis 6 immediately, escalate to senior staff, and initiate the adult sepsis power plan. This can be done by going to Request and Care Plans, simply searching for sepsis. As well as the alerts on individual patient records, you can put your patient lists into the safety dashboard, which is one of the views of the responsive work list. Typically, this can be accessed from the main toolbar. If you don't see it there, simply click on View and select it from here. If you prefer to use whiteboard, a similar columns available there. In this sepsis column, we can see the current status of the patient, and by clicking on a cell, we can see the history of alerts during this admission. One other thing we can also do from here, we click on Open Form, is a shortcut to the sepsis de-escalation form. So here I can indicate that the patient actually doesn't have sepsis, or that they have known sepsis and they're on appropriate treatment. Once a patient has been screened and, for example, identified as having red flag symptoms of sepsis, you can either de-escalate this alert, as I've shown you from the sepsis column, or from the alert you see when opening or closing the patient's chart, or if you need to open the record, assess things, then complete it, if you select Ad Hoc, and immediately beneath the sepsis screening form you'll see the sepsis de-escalation form. If the sepsis is de-escalated, because actually it's not sepsis and we're treating the patient for something else, this will suppress any further sepsis alerts for 12 hours. Alternatively, if you de-escalate saying this is known sepsis and the patient's on appropriate treatment, it will suppress any further sepsis alerts for 24 hours. The idea of this is that if the patient's news scores indicates they're still triggering after those times, it's worth reassessing if either we've got the diagnosis correct, where we've ruled out sepsis, or whether we've got the treatment correct for those patients we think do have sepsis. You should now know how to screen a patient for sepsis in eCare, how to respond to sepsis alerts, and how you can de-escalate these alerts where sepsis is not the diagnosis or where appropriate treatment for sepsis has already been started.